Hey, good morning, guys. Joe here with Black Rock Central Railroad with a mail call. This package came from Bob Johnson, PK&W Railroad, and he took it upon himself to make an attempt at something that I had requested. A lot of you know that I'm a big B&O caboose freak. And one of my favorite cabooses that B&O produced was the Wagon top cabooses. I have several examples already, but I'm always looking for another one. There was an outfit, Spring Mills Depot, that produced several of these, but those cabooses are no longer produced. They did one run of everything, and that was the end of it. I do have a couple of those. Trying to find anybody else that produced them. I know Fox Valley supposedly produced a couple of them, but I never saw one. And then there have been somewhere scattered around a couple of resin or 3D printed ones, which I do have one of those already. But Bob decided to take it upon himself to go ahead and try to produce one for me, 3D printed. The one that he found online was, however, a G scale, meaning very large. And Bob went ahead and tried to resize it down to an HO scale and print it off for me. He did manage to print quite a few parts for it. A lot of the parts, though, he just could not reproduce, which is no big deal. I think I can probably scratch build a lot of the things on it. But this here is what we got. And this is going to be probably a couple part video by the time it's all said and done. The body itself is in 3 pieces. To get this all glued together, let's make sure we're on the camera here. Yeah, basically we are. They came out rather nice. A little bit of cleanup is all we got to do with them. He did manage to produce the floor and both ends. And then a couple other odds and ends that he produced for me. There's the floor and the ends, doors, and a couple other sundry parts in here that we'll use some of them, and others were, I won't say unusable, but not needed. But eventually what we'll do is get all of this thing glued together here. And the basic overall dimensions of this are right on the money. But I do have to make the platforms on the back, the end platforms, and coupler pockets, all that kind of mess, and ladders and all the end railings and the grab irons and all, and a set of steps. The steps were just, I guess, too ridiculous for him to try to print on his filament printer. But I do have another resin printed caboose that when I got it, it was all deformed and totally unusable. But I can salvage parts off of that one. I think I can get the steps off of that one and go from there. But little by little we'll get this thing put together. I do have a couple other projects that I'm in the process of working on, so this will be in between project lines. But as we progress on this, I will bring you back and forth and let you see what's going on with it anyway. I do have in my possession anyway a red one with yellow lettering, a red one with white lettering, a chassis system, and a blue one with the yellow ends, meaning it's a pool service caboose. What I think I'm going to do with this one, because it's almost impossible to find the yellow decals anymore, Microscale's been out of them for quite some time, but I think what we may do is just shoot this solid blue and with white lettering and white herald on it and go from there. So we'll bring you back as we progress with this thing. So for now, this is Joe from Black Rock Central. We'll talk at y'all later. Bye for now. Okay guys, this is going to be kind of hard to see, mainly due to the lighting that I have down here. But as you can see, we have made some progress on the caboose here. We glued the ends in the other night, glued a roof walk on, drilled a ton of holes, and even though right now you can't see them, all the grab irons on the cab are in. Still quite a bit to do yet. Just turn around here a little bit and look at another side, and both sides are the same on these cabooses. But I think it's like 14 holes we had to drill in here to get all the grab irons and put on. And next step now is throw some decals on it, paint the grab irons, hit it with a can of dull coat, and then get the acetate put in for the windows. I can't put them in until after the dull coat goes on, or otherwise it'll just screw all of them up. We do still have to put the floor in, but I'm not putting the floor in until I get the windows put in. And get the end railings built and get them put on and painted, or painted and then put on. Get a smokestack put on it, get trucks put on it, get couplers put on it. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff still has to be done. So we'll bring you back tomorrow and let you see what we got done sometime tomorrow when we get started on it again. So for now, catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Okay guys, this is going to be the last episode of this build. We are 99.9% done. The only thing that still has to be done yet are the grab irons for the roof and the ladder. I need to get some more bronze wire to make them. What I have is way too thick, so I do need to get some smaller wire for that. All in all, I think it turned out pretty damn good. Bob Johnson made this for me. This is a filament printed model, which took quite a bit of time to try to get rid of a lot of the lines that are in it with the filament printer. I tried sanding it down and that just became too difficult, and I realized that I was going to lose too much detail. So what we did do was put 2 coats of primer on it, and then I believe 3 coats of blue paint, and unless you get right up on it, you can't see any lines. So for now, I think it turned out pretty decent. The biggest mistake I made, and this was my own stupidity because I didn't look, I have entirely too many rungs on the ladders. There should only be 4 rungs on those ladders, and I have 6. But once I realized it, I couldn't eliminate them. I couldn't cut them off of there without damaging the main ladder. So I elected to just let them alone and be done with it. Like I say, all in all, I think she turned out pretty decent. Gonna make a nice addition to the roster. So for the time being, guys, that's all we got. I said she turned out pretty decent. Eventually it will get metal wheels. I don't have any metal wheels yet. Jack's supposedly going to send me some. So I'll wait on him before I order some more. But for now, this is Joe from the Black Rock Central Railroad with the B&O caboose, the famous Wagon top. So for now, we'll talk at y'all later. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll catch you on the next build. Bye for now.